Good morning. Sorry about that. Took me a minute to figure it out. Hi, Brandy. So, I was talking to Squish and got lost track of time. So, I apologize that I'm not like ready to go, but even when I can't blame it on that, I'm not ready to go. But like, I didn't get to blow her my hair much. She thought watching me put on my makeup was absolutely just the bestest. So, and you guys, I cannot tell you how irritated I am. Okay? We did our lighting setup like this, and it was never bright enough, or it didn't seem so. So then I stopped using my overhead light and was solely using the studio light, and then it looked dark, and I had to be in the dark. Now, I guess I just have better cameras now or something because I am white, but I'm not like glowing like I was when I was watching the rest. But um well, I hope people are going to trickle on in. I'm sure you will. It is. But, especially if you guys are over watching Sarah Lovecraft. She made the cutest, like, baby pearl and crystal and leather um bracelet. Absolutely adorable. So, you'll have to go check that out. Put those away. Um, and let's see who's on here this morning. All of one person, 2 minutes in. I have quite the following. Anyways, oh my goodness, I'm blow my nose. Hold on, I'm sorry. My allergies have just been horrible. Ugh. So much for lipstick and makeup on my nose. Hello, Rosanna. Oh, you are here, Brandy. Okay, cool. Well, you guys, I'm pretty sure most of you guys saw the video where like Rosanna found all the really cool stuff in her stash, and then I went looking for something yesterday, and I found so much stuff in my stash. Oh my gosh. But I have to show you my favorite one because at one point I was so upset. Rosanna and Beth will tell you I was so upset I could not find this. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Donna. So don't tell her because I'm still going to mail it to her. But this was part of her Christmas present, Randy's. And I couldn't find it. It's a little gnome with coffee beans on its hat. It says it's coffee time. And I couldn't find it. I like bought it in October because I saw it and I was like, Randy will love this. And then promptly went about losing it. Could not find it during Christmas time. And I was so upset. But I found it. So I'm excited. Hi, Barbara and Donna. I think I just said that. Ooh, I hate styrofoam. The noises it makes. Ugh. Anyways, I found some other really cool stuff, and it promptly led me to do a series while I'm doing it. I'm calling it the Bead Party because I started finding everything. Like I have all my stackers here, and I realized that last month's dollar bead box was all greens and there were a couple yellows, so I was like, oh, those will go. And then I found some jade that I got from Randy at Thunder Horse Descent, and I was like, oh. And then I found the beads from the Sam's Bead Box that Jesse designed, houseplants. Found those again, perfect. So everything was just going. I had the Bargain Bead Box, Dollar Bead Box, Thunder Horse Descendants. Who am I missing? Bernie's Beads, because I had those and everything else. So I will post the first video later this afternoon. But I'll show you what I made just so you can like get interested. see what I did. Okay, so you guys know your girl tends to get on little kicks, but I reined myself in. Oops. And I just made this one like really little herringbone weave link up at the top as a secondary focal. And then these were from the houseplant. So were these. The little green ones are from Bead Box. And then the pendant is one of 3 yellow jade pendants that I got from Randy. And then I made this little bracelet because I only had 1 flower left after the earrings and everything. And then these are just the cute little earrings. Gotta say, since that one's not on correctly, I don't think. Hello, can you please get where you're supposed to go so I can show people? Just some little like daisy with these little like petal or leaf beads. I just thought that they were adorable. So yes. So that was the first thing I made, but I'm excited because if you guys watch the how I design when shopping online, I bought a ton of jasper or hello. What are you talking? Jade. Like all of these are jade that I got from Randy. The yellow, these little hashies, the greens, the 2 different colored greens. This is agate, but it had some yellow and the different shades of green, so it went perfectly. I also made this one and then promptly forgot and made a necklace last month that had 3 diamonds of the turtle jasper. So, you know. So I made that one too. And then this was the bracelet I made to go with it. All with jade from Randy. So if you need jade, and I mean like good jade, go check out Randy at Thunder Horse Descendants. You guys, she loves, like loves jade. So if you're in the market and you're not sure what's good jade and what's not good jade, Randy will not steer you wrong. All of the stuff in her shop is gorgeous and you won't be sorry. So I found this is all fossilized brown coral, all natural. Look at how many I have. They're all top drilled, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. But do you see how much I have? So if anybody wants some, let me know. Because I have a ton. It was supposed to be part of a sale a while ago, and I forgot. But I'm going to use like all of the like greens and yellows, most of it for the other series. But if I want to pull in, it will be fine. Which I want to work. Oh, guys. Oh, sorry. I'm a little overexcited. Squishy was laughing while I was doing my makeup. So I found a gazillion bits of stretch cord. These came from Randy at Thunder Horse Descendants. Beautiful pinks, which will go great with the pink aventurine. These like check glass black bicones. Love those. Oh, these are just some crystals. Oh, I have these in here for a reason. Rosanna, can I please send you? These ones are too big, but I have some gorgeous dark purple Preciosa bicones, and I have them in the 8mm side and the 3mm size. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect for the ring Rosanna was talking about. And then you could have 3 like little pretties on it together. Or will there not be enough room? Let me know what you think. If you think that that will work, let me know. If that will make it a little too congested, that's okay. I understand. And I'll just use them to make earrings. But oh yeah, I found this is also from Fossilized Coral. I found some of my favorite 18 karat gold plated chain. All of these antique copper spacers, which would have been great last month when we were, using antique copper on everything. They're just like really thick and chunky, but they'll be perfect. I'm hoping I'll be able to get 1.5 millimeter leather through these because I think these would be a lot of fun. What else? Oh, I found some of my sterling silver spacers, like the pure. I found these little beads. Now, I have never successfully used these. These are like the little lentil beads that have a hole at the top, but because the way they're shaped, if you stack them, they like half goes on one side and half goes the other one. Oh yeah, that would be pretty, Rosanna. Hi, Renee. Mwah. Sorry I missed the circle last night. It was not good. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, and the other stuff that I found that I'm going to use in the other series are these ammonites that I got from Randy as well. I got 2 pair from her, and this one has like all the yellows and greens up on top, and then the other pair has more of the reds and bronze and brown colors that will look really pretty with the green adventure. So I'm going to attempt to use these lentil beads. Okay, well, I'm still gonna send you some. I have a couple of other. Do you think Randy will like that? Aren't you excited that I found that? I just about cried to Rosanna Beth. I was like, I don't have one for a Christmas present. Found Tibetan cedarwood. You guys, so much stuff. Large hole pearls. So Kim, if you're on here or watching it, okay, sounds good. And the value bundles are dropping in 45 minutes. Is that correct? They're releasing some spring value bundles. I found large gold pearls, cherry blossom, large holes. So like I've got a ton. A ton, a ton, a ton. I found so much stuff. I don't know why I bought this, you guys. I'm only showing this because just in case you've not seen it yourself in the past, I want you to see it before you do what I did. Here they are, Rosanna. See how dark purple those are? So those are the ones that I wanted to, so I have this size and then I have the 8 millimeters. So that's the purple I was talking about. I also found these like really heavy duty spacers. These ones are sterling silver from a buyout that Bernie did. They are so heavy. Love them. Okay, so I love spinel. I love spinel in all the little shapes and sizes. I love the itty bitty baby ones. I love the bigger ones, even though they're mostly out of my price range at that point. So when I saw these during a live sale on Sam's Speed Shop, and this isn't their fault, so I'm not like dogging them out or anything. I didn't realize that this is what they would look like. But where I put the one with the little? I just used them to make some little box on a piece the other day, but I don't see it here. So these are coated spinel beads. I don't like them. They look like hematite to me. They lost. They're like this dark blue black, and I guess I'm just a purist at heart because I thought they were still going to be black and that they were just going to have like the coating that's on here that makes them sparkle. I didn't know it was going to change the color of the beads. So I'm a bit bummed about it, but I just want you to know that if you're like me and you like the black spinel beads, coated ones, I would just be, because these weren't a cheap date. They were $13 string. So yeah. So I just want to like do a little PSA. Again, this is nothing they did wrong. I bought it. Sometimes we're gonna have buyer's remorse. It's gonna happen. We're not gonna like what we got. Found spacers, some labradorite, smoky quartz. Oh, I found these large hole pearls or large hole spacers that can probably fit 5mm leather through. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to use that. And then this, hubby said, what did you say? That came off my desk. The box. Oh wait, no, is this the one? This is not the one that I was going to show, but it's another bead too. This is all stuff that was on my desk that we just like had to get out of the way, but that's not the one I was going to show. I have another one that's just all beads that looks like this as well. And it was like a really cool little bead suit moment, but I don't know where I put that one. So all this to say that we're gonna have fun creating. These will go really nice with the pink aventurine. I've got the pearls and everything, so we can design with them, so it'll all be good. Okay. They do look blue with the coating, so they are gorgeous. I will use them. I absolutely will use them. I just didn't think that the color of the spinel was going to be changed. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure if Beth was on here, she'd be like, if you're not going to use them, send them to me. But that's waiting to happen. Don't do that. And then I found these like pretty double carved rose beads. Found these. Why I had these in a box, I have no idea. These are onyx. This is charoite. More wood beads. I found an entire box, you guys. Like, you know the like stacker boxes that have all the little tic tac compartments in it, like this. How did I forget that I had that? It was full of check glass and spacers. These are all going to go to my brother-in-law because he does the chainmail. I found these, which go together very nicely. I found some silver veil beads. I found these little bronze with the thing that, like, okay, I know you don't do cha-chas, Heather. Maybe you need to try. So this is also coated spinel, but it's not. I don't know how to. This is what I thought it was going to look like, which is black, and they just put like a clear coating over it, so the original color was still shining through. So, but yeah, I found a bunch of stuff. Found some of my favorite like metallic seed beads in pink. So, all that to say that we're gonna have a lot of fun. But today, I'm going to work with the other bargain bead box, the rest of the bargain bead box, that has like this stuff. Pretty pretties. And then I'm going to, oh, I forgot. Roseanne, I have these in 3 sizes too. These are the itty bitty babies. The purple ones must be 4mm. I thought these could look really pretty in the bronze wire. show, which I have to order more of because I don't have any more 24 gig. So let's see what we're working with. We have, like I said, the pink adventuring rounds. We have these like coated nugget style beads. We have this strawberry quartz, and then the rounds are Madagascar rose quartz. I cannot believe I forgot again, you guys, to bring in the rest of that headpiece that I finished. So pretty. You can wear it as a choker, headpiece, everything. It's done, but it's out in the car, in the cubby of my walker. So, and then we have like this little mixed crystal that I pulled out. Where's the rest of this month's bead box? Have I already been using it all? I think I have. No, oh, here it is. Here's the rest. So I was thinking I'm still going to do one that have these and then some like box crystals. But here is mine, in case you missed the unboxing, mixed quartz strand. And it's beautiful. It's like these really light lilac gray, and then they just get a little more intense, and they are gorgeous. I'm not sure that they go with the rest of the box, but I could be wrong. But we have this red agate. We have the rondelles we can play with. That one's empty. And then we have the cubes, which I know I'm weird. I like the cubes, but not the red. And then I have the pink or the small sunbeams. I am using one of these for a headpiece where I use like the itty bitty bicones, and then this is just going to hang down from it, which I think is going to be gorgeous. Also, I normally take all of the veils off. This one is beautiful. I love it. So I figured we can play around with that. I have, if we don't want to go the gold route, which I do want to go, I have these. I ordered some check glass teardrops that the measurements should fit perfectly on here so that I can like glue them on or wire wrap them on. It just depends. So love these. Aren't those pretty links? They remind me of the stained glass and Beauty and the Beast. And then yeah, I found these. These were part of a buyout that Bernie did. I have 4 of them, I believe, and that's all, because that's all there were. But they're so pretty and like antique-y, and I think that they would be beautiful with this purple. So, and I have some infinity signs, these gold ones, but oh yeah, and these 3-to-1, which will probably go to Beth or Rosanna. I have boxes for people that like I know they like specific stuff. So when I come across something that I don't like or don't think I'll use, I put it in there. So I want to make a design today, and I want to bring in these. They're 18 karat gold plated, really nice spacers. I believe they're 6mm, and I don't ever use them because they're always too big. Because I like the itty bitties, but I am the first. Like it up, ladies, please. It's free. Oh, thank you. Hi, Mary. Hi, Beth. You missed it. I was doing a PSA about this coated spinel, and I was like, if I can't figure out how I'm going to use it, I know who it's going to. See that? It's coated spinel. So it's no longer the black spinel. I mean, it is underneath, but Like I said, I thought that it was just going to be a clear coating like these itty bitty ones I got. You can see the difference in the tone. But yeah, so if I can't figure out how to use this, you know, I know who it can go to. It will find a very good home with that. So, um, so do we want to do the bracelet with the purple, or are we going to stick with the gold today? What to do, what to do, what to do. Ooh, I forgot I had these rings. I don't think these are the right size, but they are. Oh, actually, it's not like off. And the hole lines up perfectly. Rosanna, what would be the best way to connect this? Because the hole of the teardrop is literally right where that loop is. Maybe it's, let's see. So I don't know if I should glue it like that or if I can. And if anybody else has suggestions, please let me know. Like I said, I bought some check glass ones that are supposed to fit perfectly in it, but I don't know. We'll have to chat later. So I just realized that was right there. Okay, so we're gonna start with the gold. Like I said, I have a hard time using I ooh, oh, disturb things like that, Heather. Oh, and you also missed the fossilized brown coral because you were late, missed that. With some wire or glue it. If you use wire to a faux wire wrap. Oh, okay, that's good. Fossilized brown coral. A whole big jar full. So this will likely go into sale. And I did find a lot of stuff, you guys, that I was like, so I might do a de-stash sale so that the stuff I'm not using and I don't think I'm going to use, I can get it to a new home. Ooh, I also found all of these like antique bronze spacers and whatnot. And bet I found Randy's gnome, her coffee gnome. They look like pieces of fruit. I'm confused. Wait, what? What look like pieces of fruit? I'm confused. Sorry, I'm trying to get out some wire because I'm going to need some heavy duty wire since I'm using the 6mm beads because, like I said, they're heavy. They're heavy, heavy, heavy. I thought we could do like a beachy theme. Rosanna, if I'm not going to use a bunch of them, I can probably get by with medium, right? Because I don't see any heavy in here. I think it'll be okay. I'll just say, I'll just keep in mind that I can't see everything. Oh, yeah. I like them. They're pretty. And like I said, I found like so much stuff that I was like, but I think I am going to do like a Distash style sale. There's not going to be like, obviously, they're one of a kind pieces. So I want to use these. I'm thinking that these with the rondelles, like maybe if we stacked a couple of rondelles and then did like a daisy spacer. Although these are 18 karat gold plated sterling silver or stainless steel, these are just gold. So I don't know if this will work. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. If we just go, and as long as I'm up high, you always use medium? Okay. Okay. I need to put this in. Do not bother us mode. Okay. I'm going to get a piece. Got to figure out what I'm going to do for my focal. Heather, you put all of your stuff away. I'm not using the good cutters, although these are good cutters. All right. So I'm trying to think what were. Oh, I have this I could use as the focal. That could work. Yeah, let's use this. So I have to do something real quick. Because I kind of bent the loops down ever so slightly when I was thinking I was going to use it for a bracelet. I did so very carefully. And let's hope that I can. I just did it ever so carefully. Just like that. Oh, they're still solid. We're good. Okay. So if we have this, I don't want to use the cube. That magma orange is a bit much, and I'm not sure that I want to use the red agate either. I think I want to stick to the aventurine and then kind of throw this in with the gold spacers on either side. I think that could be really pretty. So let's wire wrap something to hang this on the bottom, and then we will figure out how we want to attach this to the necklace. So yes. Yeah. So let's wire up some of this or one of those, but I might stick kneecaps on it on either side. So I'll have to pull out my speed cap. Why do I keep saying speed caps? Speed caps. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I didn't get to tell Linda that I finally figured out her like rolling technique she does to get her wire perfectly straight. And it does work. It just took a minute for me to figure out how she was doing it. So we're going to start with a little loop on the top of this. Wait. I don't think I want to hang anything below that. So I'm going to need to make a knotted head pin. But I can use that later. I'm still going to do it with 20 gauge wire, even though I typically always say that you should do it with 22 because it is a little difficult to get the knot all the way in. Sorry, I have this pushed all the way up on the desk so that you guys can get a better vantage point. So anytime I bump my desk, it's shaking, so I might have to pull that back. Take the tip of the wire to the tip of the plier, and you're just going to create a little coil. Ooh, my wire was not flush cut right there. So I'm going to go in and snip that off. And then while your wire is still on the pliers, it's a good idea to go ahead and do the bend of the wire to get it up and through the loop a little bit easier. I'm also going to squish my wraps together. They're not together. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to grab some nylon jaw pliers. I'm going to put that right above the loop that keeps moving, so it's okay. And then I'm just going to pull. And sometimes I have to like go in and play with this a little bit, but this time it seemed to go well. So then I push it up just enough to get my pliers back in, and I pull it through that to get it straight again. So now let's see what bead caps I have. I just have the little, obviously the itty bitty gold ones, the floral ones. You guys, I'm going to move that back just a little bit so it stops doing that, because that would give me a headache, and I don't want to give anybody else a headache. So let me pull that back away from the desk. It's just on the opposite side. Obviously, I took the screen off so it doesn't bother you guys. Okay, you guys all lay down. You're going to get kicked out, because if you start making this, if you start bumping this, what the heck? Why is it not? Okay, I think that's where we want it. Okay, it's not touching the desk. So, fixed. Crisis averted. I just didn't want anybody to get ahead. I don't like when it does that, so that's all. Okay, so we have our knotted head pin. I was looking at the, I have the itty bitties. I have some floral like ones. Let's see. All we can do is test them until we find the one we like best. These ones are really pretty, but they might be too big. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, that one's real weird. I think that wire is good. Okay. Try again. No, I don't like that one. I want it to like kind of push it up a little bit or something, like here it is kind of thing. So let's try these little ones. Yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. And then we can just pop that on top, and then we'll be good to go. And then I'm going to push everything back a bit so it's not right under the camera. See, you're at an angle, sir. Please stay where you're supposed to be. Sorry. He's trying to move. Okay, stay there. Close this back up so then. And then I'm just going to do one of my little rough loops. Just my little hybrid ones, but I'm going to connect to the loop on the bottom of the pendant before I wrap this loop up. Which side? I like that side a lot. I found some sunstone chip beads that would be really pretty with this focal, actually. Okay. My flat nose ones aren't doing. Oh, you guys. So I was looking. I was going to buy some oval mandrels to like make my own. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a messy wrap, just plain. So I didn't actually do the hybrid thing. And Beadsmith came out with this like all-in-one flyer. It has the chain nose capabilities, round nose capabilities. It has a cutter on it. It's under their like new tools tab on their Amazon store. And so I'm kind of tempted to buy one just so that I can like try it out with all of you guys. So I might be doing that as well, because I don't know, that could be kind of fun. But yes. You guys can talk. Everybody must be designing away this morning. Okay, so we have that. I need to straighten that up. So there's that. We're going to attach that in the center, probably using an oval jump ring so that, and a larger one so that it can be dropped down just a little bit away from the wire, since we are using like 8mm beads and stuff. We don't want we don't want the focal competing for space at the center. So I'm going to use a larger bead cap. Open it up like so. I'm just going to pop this on, close up my bead cap or my jump ring, and then that will hang a little bit lower, which works because I'm going to put one of the 6mm spacers. And if Pixie's too low, I can push him up a little bit. There we go. That's a little more. We'll just do a 6mm spacer on either side. This is going to be kind of like a mostly chunky necklace. But see, if I wouldn't have used the bigger spacer, it would have been, the loop would have been of the thing would have been up higher, and then we wouldn't have gotten the clearance we needed to use those at the ready. So I think I'm going to stack these like 3 at a time. And I'm going to use some of these. And I have plenty of those flower bead caps, so we could even use those if we decide to. I kind of just want to keep it beads. So where are those? Now I'm trying to find the sunstone chips. Where do I put those? Because they're literally perfect for this. And here they are. See, mine looks like sunstone. Like this part just reminds me of sunstone. So I found these. I think these were in one of my scoops that Randy did last year. So, and we know Heather got plenty of scoops we might have put on. But see how pretty that is with the focal? It like matches perfectly. So let's just grab a couple of these. And maybe we'll use these. Or like, we can use these as spacers. There we go. Okay, no, that's fine. Do I want smaller ones at the center and then get bigger? I think I do. So let's find some little baby ones. And I'm just gonna do like 3 of them. That's a really good one. We might even be able to put these in between the rondelles. Let's try that. So if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna take 2 of the like white ones, like more white colored, of my pink aventurine. I'm gonna pop that on. And then I can do, yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah, I like that. Let's see if these are gonna look good in between the rondelles. The only thing is that chip beads obviously aren't like flat. So in between the beads may not work, is what, yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so we're just gonna stack some little baby ones here. 1, 2. These are pretty nicely drilled too. They're mostly center drilled, which I love, as we all know. That's why I like getting chip beads from Bernie's, because his are all really centrally drilled. Okay, and then I wonder how many like ombre sets I can make with these, because that could be really cool looking if like the rondelles were all um there's not enough to do that, but wah wah. Okay, so we'll just stack them randomly, except I'm not gonna start with the light one. One, two, three. Sunstone chips and rondelles. Oh, you're paying bills? I'm sorry. Well, hopefully you can look up every now and again, and the sparkle of the sunstone will make it not so bad. I thought you finished that, and Steve took it where it needed to go. See, I was paying attention. Oh, yeah, that would be really pretty, Mary. And sun catchers. These would be pretty in sun catchers because there's so much sparkle to these. Like, look, they're just like. Is sunstone man-made or is it actually? Because I know goldstone is man-made, but is sunstone or is that like a natural phenomenon out in the public? Hmm. Okay, and then. I need to catch up the other side real quick so that because I want to keep the colors a little bit more uniform than I normally do. Normally, I just like to pull them. Oh, okay. I thought sunstone and moonstone were man-made. Moonstone is not. Linda, is sunstone? Sunstone is natural. It's a big mining area in Oregon. Okay. And moonstone is also natural, right? You missed all the stuff I found when I went searching for something and found a bunch of goodies in my stash that I forgot I had. It was like shopping all over again. Steve is so funny because he always says that he doesn't mind my stash because I get just as excited going through it second time around. So and he knows that makes me happy. He's like, if you didn't carry it and just sat there and you never like looked at it again, yeah, I may not it may bug me, but you get so excited when you find something again and then you're like, ooh. So I'm going to post the first video of the bead party series. And then Rosanna, you, Beth, and I need to get on a call today or tomorrow, please, so that we can chat about a few things. So Linda, are you ever gonna come on Beading Besties? Because you said you were gonna do it with me, and then you went on with a different, you went on a different channel. So yeah. That's wonderful, Mary. I love this community because I learn something from them all the time. So, and that's why I always say, I hope you find this entertaining and informative enough that you'll want to come back. Though I always forget to do my spiel when I'm live. I always say that, but yeah. Yeah. Also said you were going to reply to my message and my email and look. Is everybody else loving this as much as I am? I think it's so pretty. I'm going to do the these when we get to the like, or maybe I should do that like every second repeat. Like put one of those in right now. And I completely forgot to keep my gold going. Uh-oh. Okay, how are we going to do this now? I'll just do the gold balls up further because I pulled in the sunstone where I was going to put the gold beads and I'm loving the sunstone. So I don't want to take those off and replace them with the gold beads. But that was going to be the original like design, was that I was going to put 6 millimeter beads in between. See what happens? But, you know, if I don't go with my beef FOMO and try, I may miss the best idea, which I love this sunstone with this pink aventurine. I think it's beautiful. It's sparkly. So we still have like the metallic look going. Um, so I'm happy with that. Okay. Or like I said, like every second repeat, I could pop one in. Let's see. Because that looks pretty too. Yeah, I think every second repeat, I'm gonna put one of these gold in. I'm going to do another I think I'm gonna do one more pattern and then I will pop the nugget beads on these ones. I'm trying to decide if I want to go backwards now. If I want to stack the rondelles and go backwards after the gold. And I kind of think I want to. So I was just trying to figure that out. What do you guys think? Should I do this or should I just go with the like sunstone? I think I'm gonna leave the gold for when I go and do the secondary focal for the I just love the way the sunstone is looking. I will tie it all together after the next repeat. Okay. And then I really like the whites and then these pink ones. So I think I'm gonna pull those out and I'm going to leave the darker orange ones for another design. But like I said, I'm really liking these like white, the cloudy white and the cloudy pink ones. So I'm just gonna pull those out real quick. So I don't have to keep digging for them. I will go back to the white on this side. Hi, Georgina. You've been cleaning and deveining shrimp. Ugh. Really, Rosanna? I didn't know that. See, but I will tell you guys something, and I recommend that it's something that you guys kind of do as well. When you, like, whenever I learn something new during a live or something like that, I always then go and Google it and like find out like all the information I can about it, and then I add you like the shrimp idea? Yeah, Beth, you need to give yourself some grace, honey. You really do. Um, and that's how like I get to know things. I don't do things halfway. That's why like I can't, if I decide to do something, I go all the way in. So like the stamping metal, I already had some. I found that I wasn't doing it. And so I know that like Dominique has made that like she's reinvigorated interest in that medium of the um jewelry world, but I already knew that I tried it before and wasn't that much of a fan. So I love watching her do it. Don't get me wrong, she makes some great items. Um, I just I've learned that about myself. So if I would have gone and spent $200 on stamps just to not use it again, then I would have been very frustrated with myself. So, and that's something that I think that we can all like learn stuff from. If you've already learned something about yourself, it may change. I mean, our taste buds completely change every 30 or 60 days or something like that. Or that's just a mom thing that we say to get our kids to try foods. Um, but I don't want those things. Um, so I pulled out my stamps and I did some stuff and I was like, meh. that just might not be your thing, Heather. So, but I listen to myself more about stuff like that. And it's okay to grow and learn. Okay, what happens here? Oh, nothing. It just laid weird. So we just need to listen to ourselves and trust ourselves and give ourselves grace. It's okay that you couldn't watch it live. I appreciate you going back and watching it. I watched your oh my goodness, the link that you did, and I did watch the one you sent the link to me about. Which one was it? This one that I really liked. Where is Wilma? Right there. I watched the. I need to watch the Elegant Link. I did not see that one. I did watch your wire woven veil for beginners, which I love. I love that you did that, but did it in a way. Sometimes when I've seen other creators, when they try to make something user friendly, the way they describe it kind of sounds like a little condescending. And you didn't do that in your video. So I noticed that and I appreciated that because it's something I haven't liked when other people do it. So I was happy um that you can do that. Okay, so what was I gonna put up here? Oh, these. I was like, what are we doing here? The bead caps. Looks a little. So I don't know. I think other people have had that, but yeah, I did post. I feel sorry for myself, Grayson, on Beading Besties. Okay, I'll have to go watch it. I'm glad that you were able to do that. Other gold up top. Do the same thing over here. Also, sometimes I forget to say it. I try to I need to have a little list of things so that I can kind of look up and, oh, did you say please like this video, subscribe? Did you, I need one of those. But one of the things that would be on it would be the unless I state otherwise, all the pieces I make are available for purchase. Okay, what do we think of this? I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm loving this part down here so much that I think I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Because this is down here, which I can always cut this off and just do a stack of the rondelles or some sun chips right below it to pull out that sparkly part since it doesn't really go. But I'm not really liking this. Yeah, leave the big boots. I feel the same way. So I will redo this little part down here and I'll just stack some of the largest, thicker sunstone beads kind of down below it to pull out that color right there. Because it is perfectly, it just looks like sunstone. So yeah. I'd wear it the other way. It's not that I don't like that. It's that I love this part of the pattern. I, I just really like the way that this looks. I like that there aren't a lot of metal in it. I sometimes just allowing the beads to be like showcased by themselves on their own and not like using other beads as spacers. Like this is just all gemstones. And I think it's okay. Like I think that's really pretty. So I'm enjoying it. And I have that gold chain that I can use for up around the neck because I have degenerative disc disease. That one doesn't want to go on. And so I sometimes having the bigger beads up along the back of my neck just isn't. That one is not stacked well. I wish I had like a 20 millimeter sunstone bead to hang off of this. Like to hang below the focal. I may have to go see if I can find something like that to go below it. Like I just think it would look really cool if it was a bigger chunk of sunstone. And I know I have other sunstone in my stash. Um, I'm just really liking the way that this is looking as is. So on the wire, please. Keep. I don't want the orange right next to the sunstone. Pop it in. What's the water? Yeah. There are times gemstone needs it, but yes. We need to get some flat dish shaped spacer beads that would lift some of your designs to the next level. I have some. I actually found a whole bunch of spacers that I forgot I had. So I have some. I have like the wavy disc ones. A lot of it is silver because I don't know why, but I wasn't designing with gold as much for a while, so I am again. So I have a $40 gift card to Bernie's Beads that my father-in-law got me for either my birthday or Christmas, I'm not sure which. That I haven't spent yet. So I need to go down and do that. I was gonna do that after my doctor's appointments yesterday, but it was just too much. Okay. Love it. Okay. I think I'm going to do the last stack of sunstone and then I will end with the like either the cloudy white or this like I just did this color. So yeah, the white like that. But I am going to pop on when you're not getting out. You have figured out how to open the little dog door on the puppy pen and you let them out. She does it because she wants to play with them. But I can't, it's not very easy for me to grab them back up and put them back. So she is in, she's in here with mom so that she can't do that. I'm trying to do these ones like more flat because the ones on the other side is hard. But I want to go get some flat gold hematite ones from Bernie's shop and things like that. Okay, then a white bead. White. Okay, I'm going to look real quick. See. Okay, because like, see, they've got these rounds, but those are only 6 millimeter. But those are some really pretty stuff. They come in 10 millimeter. We think 10 millimeter would be big enough underneath the thing. Look at those pretty sunstone. Those are just gorgeous. Either way, they're going into my cart. Those are really pretty. This is what happens. I get squirrel, but the sunstone's so pretty. Okay, so there was 10 millimeter. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if I can find. I might not be able to find 20. So maybe I'll just switch this to like 14 millimeters to search. Ooh, those ones are just. I haven't seen sunstone like that. Those are pretty too. They're just not. They're not the look I'm going for. Just want to see how big 10 millimeter. They're 12 millimeter here. Okay, so 12 millimeter might be the way that we have to go. I'll do a little bit of deep dive, but yeah, not so much the one. Yeah. So I do think that I'm going to end this with the 6 millimeter because I started it, and then we will attach it to our chain, which now that might be a little bit too little. I also have, this can tell me which one you think will look better. I have some larger paperclip chain. Do you agree that this would look better than the thinner wire? I have other, or chain. I have other gold chain. Or I have this. If we don't want to do the paper clip, we can do this like larger curve chain, I think it's called. I might be wrong. Which one? So this will be A, B, or C. A. Okay. Yeah. That's why I went looking for it. Oh, she likes the thinner. I liked a little bit thicker. So let's measure this so we know how much chain needs to go up the back. We are at 7, so that's 14. So I would say 3 inches of chain for either side will work. 3.5, 21 inches. Actually, I'm gonna do 3.5. So I will cut this right here. That just went flying. I need to be more careful about that. Pull this down, make sure we're pull this one right here. There we go. That one didn't go flying. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to I'm gonna end it with a bead tip though, because this is the gray soft black, and I don't really want that to show. So see, Linda, I have like those. I have my triangle. I have those. I have those. I have a whole bunch. Okay. Where's your findings one, Heather? You had it out because you were designing last night. Here is oval jump rings. Where is bead tips? Here they are. And I am okay with having this one because it'll look like it went to a smaller round with that on, which will look pretty cool. So grab some crepes. Okay, I'm gonna let it go to the other side. And like I said, I'm going to take the bottom of the focal off. Let's make sure everything's lining up. And then our pattern is the same on both sides, which it is. And I did clear up a little bit of length differential by using some thicker chip beads on this side and some thinner ones on this side because it was just a touch off balance. So we did that. Going to take a crimp and put it on the end, and we are going to squish. And then we're going to do a tug test. It's not budging. These ones are really good. Bead tip, clamshell, whatever it is you call it. That's another thing that I like to do. I like to figure out all the different ways that, or all the different things that these are stuff like this is called. And it has helped me be able to find things because some people put it in as one and some people call it another. So being able to pop that out, but yes. You said that Prestige and Preciosa. Yes, the second ones. Okay, what do you mean? You said that Prestige and Preciosa. Yes, the second ones. I don't know. Tell me what you mean. What did I say? That they're the same thing? Because they are, and people just don't know that. But yes. I actually learned that from Bernie, and I went and researched it myself. And I have enough leftover cord to make a bracelet. So we can get to that. No, Preciosa is okay. Okay. Where's the rest of my oval jumper stack? Right here. I'll use the smaller one so that it mimics the shape of the chain. How do they look? Are they good, Rosanna? I gotta wrap this up because your members live starts in 9 minutes, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna do a bracelet today because I don't want to be late for Rosanna. And I want to go check out those little mini bundles. So I will just finish this off, but I'm going to use, I found all of my larger um lobster clasps is what I'm trying to say. So pull out a big oval jump ring to finish this off. And a smaller one to attach the clasp. I may have misspoke. I know that the brothers went their separate ways. So if I said the wrong thing, I will go check that out. Because I don't want to give out incorrect information. So I will go and that's going to be too little. I will go and check that out. I just think stuff like that could be conveyed, not during the middle of a live. Because then I'm like sitting here spinning out in my thoughts about the fact that I may have given misinformation, which I never want to do. So now I'm stuck there. That's all. Like I said, I'm going to cut off the bottom part of the focal and I'm going to get like a bigger sunstone bead to put down below the bottom right here, just to kind of tie everything together. So, yes. So, there's our necklace. I probably will make a bracelet and some earrings to go with it, but probably after I order the sunstone beads. So there's our necklace. Let's come back up top. I hope everybody had fun. I hope you liked the necklace. Like I said, I have those videos for the bead party drop coming. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button before you go on about your day. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the release of any videos of mine in the future. I love you too, babe. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, guys, happy beading.